Hello and welcome to this week's Welcome to the Podcast. I hope that you will appreciate this week's Welcome to the Podcast because we actually put a lot of energy into it. And if you do appreciate it, please do like it. It helps the YouTuber, it helps the podcast, and it helps us know if we're doing the right thing or doing the wrong thing. And also do share it if you think that there's other people out there who actually should see this, because it will also help us continue on the podcast. Our experiment will go to around 10 podcasts, and then we will see what will happen then. And if it is something good, we will maybe make 5 or 10 more, and then we will see what will happen from then off. My name is Lolpi. Welcome to the podcast.
Hello and welcome to the podcast. Long follow-up from yesterday. Okay, so how is all the people today, and what are you all up to for this week?
Well, we are.
What the fuck was that?
Neither got mail, nothing really special. Just the mail.
Just in case. Okay, so.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So the different peoples are up for different tasks this week. And I think that we should start out this week with the dear and beautiful Philip. Hello, Philip.
Yes, that must be me.
Yes. How are you this week?
I'm pretty stressed because I've got a project
Oh, you got a
from
project.
school.
Yes.
And
Tell-
originally we had 4 weeks to do it, but the first week went on with other school projects,
Oh my
or rather
God.
assignments, which took up the first week. So that was pretty
That
downer.
sucks when that happens.
One entire
Yeah.
week, which you should have used on the project, you used on assignments instead of the project.
Because there were other assignments that overlapped, which is not really what you want.
That's shit.
So a week later we got started with the planning. What should we do? How should we handle the
What is your project?
Our project is to make a new visual identity for a company of some sort, and that means a website and a logo primarily.
Yes.
If you want to do more, we can, and we should argument for why we did it and what it means and what the company can use it for.
Ah, that sounds really grateful. So, what thoughts did you lay behind your design of the website that you made?
Well, let me start before that, because we ourselves in groups, we are 3 in my group.
Yes.
So, me and 2 classmates. We're supposed to find a company ourselves, and we ended up finding a restaurant called Restaurant Napoli,
Yeah.
right in Herning. So it's pretty close to where I live, which
Okay.
is good.
It's also pretty close to where I live, but that doesn't matter.
Even closer.
It's so far away from Ireland. I've never been there.
So
Yeah, but it's kind of funny because when I was little, like 6, and I was just learning to read and stuff.
yes.
The first time my mom found out that I can read new words that I haven't read before was when we went to that restaurant, and I could say the name of the restaurant, Napoli,
Ah,
or Naples, but not in English, though.
Naples. So restaurant Napalm. We all
Napalm death.
Napalm death. So and in Italy.
So
Yes.
we contacted the owners, or rather one of the owners, and told him that his website was not good enough for his company, and then we said that we could make something better. And he asked, well, what's the cost? And we said, no, it's for a school project. And he said, what's the cost? And we said, it's free, please. So he accepted our offer pretty quickly, seeing as it was free, and I made certain that he could be sure that it could be free in our contract, because we had to make one of those.
Yes.
And he signed it, and we signed it, and it's all good.
Oh, that's beautiful. So you're making a website for a company for free, and you have a signed contract. But if the owner of the restaurant wants more on the website, he can get it for more. Or
Yeah, well,
what
if
is
you
it?
want changes after, I
Yes.
made it. I made it in the contract so that it's possible at a reasonable cost.
Okay. So, and now I'm asking because I'm also making a website, and when you hand over the website, you also hand over all the what should I call them? All the
The rights.
responsibilities, all the rights for the website to the
Well,
owners, right?
that depends on
That depends.
how your model is.
Okay.
Some companies have their own web designers, and they call out for another company to make a website for them.
Yes.
And in those cases, the website is more expensive because you hand over all the rights, and then they buy it.
Yes.
So it's not yours anymore. Therefore, you want more for it, of course.
Of course. But you're making it
typic-
for a school project, right? So
Yeah.
you're not handing over all the rights and all the websites, administration rights and things, or are you?
Well, per the contract, the products and the things that we make during this project are both the rights of us, the team, and the
Yes.
company.
Ah.
So
So
that
you're
we
not
can
fully handing over the website, and can therefore always take it down, or what? If you feel
Well,
like,
it's
and now I'm just saying it. If he screws
it
you
would be
over,
possible. It would be possible.
if he screws you over or screws one of your friends over, you could actually take this website down without asking him. Just say, "Fuck it, I still have the rights," and now your option to make a new one. See, you're in Just Eat, or what?
Well, I'm actually uncertain of the legal implications.
Of course, I think that you would come in a lot of troubles if you did that, but you could actually do it
It would
according
be
to
possible to just do it. Yeah.
yes. And I would, if you ask me, I would never say yes to a person making a website for me. If that person could just take down the website if he just got angry at me or something like that. Remember that maybe someday you're going to the restaurant and eat, and they give you bad service, and then you think, fuck them, and take them down and be like a
Well,
10-year-old
then you're just
again.
a petty person.
Yes, then you're just a petty person. But just theoretically, this is possible.
And theoretically, you could always DDoS it if you wanted to.
Yes,
So,
but that is illegal. Now we're talking about legal ways to just destroy a company. You could just take down the website if you wanted. If the website was so good that people actually started using it, and then you just took it down because they gave you a bad service.
I really hate it when restaurants have bad,
Yes.
internet pages. It just doesn't have one.
You could also just give them a bad rating and fuck them over that way, but my way is more fun.
yeah, the douchebag way.
The douchebag way, which is still legal. Oh my beauty cards. So, do you have more to add to this ideas of website design? You
So
talked
when
about the
making a
logo.
website,
Yes,
a lot of people think that there's not that much to it. You have your
There's
own
a lot
thoughts
to
about.
it.
Yeah, that's what I'm coming at. You have a lot. You have a lot to think about.
you have.
All the coding.
Not so much all the
Yeah, I'm
coding.
trying to talk here. Please,
Girl.
please. There's a lot of things you have to do first before you even start coding. Before you even consider designing something, because you have to ask first the company, of course, is there something that they require you to put on the site? What can you do with a logo if you're making a logo, of course. As part of the assignment, we are supposed to make a new logo. So we're taking inspiration from the current logo with the MN with the serif font, and some what are they called, grapes, because they're known for wine partially.
They're known for wine.
They're two parts of the logo that are really important.
Oh,
Apart from that, the website. Before you start doing your designs and coding the website, you have to make certain that the website will appeal to the users.
yes.
And the way we did that was by first doing interviews, first with one of the managers, and then with 6 people around Herning, because people in Herning are our primary group of people that we want to reach out to,
Yes.
because those are the people that we can really get.
Why didn't I get one of those? Why couldn't I answer?
Because you're my friend.
Because I'm your friend. Okay.
Yeah, really, because you're my friend, and you're more likely to answer in a way that would please me more than you could be objective and come with your criticism and be harsh.
You know that
we
you know
need
that I'm a shit friend, right?
I know that you're a bad person, but it just
No.
isn't enough.
You know that I'm a shit friend. That I would actually say this is not good enough.
You have to be a stranger. I mean, the
But-
closest
Yes,
I can get to a friend would be to bring one of my friends' friends. That's the absolute closest, or else the interview would be invalid.
Interesting.
So that's like a formal requirement of making these interviews, especially when you're doing it for a school project. And it
I
has to
would
be
say
proper.
when you're making that page like you're doing for a restaurant, it also gotta look stylish. It has to look nice. It gotta look neat. It gotta be easy to use, so people will like the site more.
Yes.
Yes.
I know that.
Yeah.
We-
But
Yeah,
then,
there's
the part of
big
it, it's
part.
like if the restaurant is a themed restaurant, like Chinese, it's gotta be in a Chinese theme.
Yeah, of course. That's actually one part of the interviews. We're asking people what they think about when they think about an Italian restaurant, like restaurant Napoli is. So they and the restaurant have to convey that sense of the Italian place.
Okay. So
We also asked them if they thought that restaurant Napoli was a proper Italian restaurant, and people seemed really satisfied with it, which is always nice.
So how are you making those interviews? You're sending out you're just sending out an interview, sending out a link to the unfinished website and saying, what do you think about this, or how are
No,
you doing it?
when we made the interview, we
Yes.
had nothing.
You had nothing?
Nothing at all. We still have nothing at all.
So you have nothing.
I mean, off the website what we were going to make, because it's not time for that yet. Like the first half is just finding out what people think should be on a website, and
Yes.
researching the market, both with interviews and on the internet, desk research as it's called.
Yes.
Also, what kind of feel the restaurant, like it's an Italian restaurant, you know that much, but is it like a family-friendly one, or is it like a fancy place where you go 2 and 2 with a romantic dinner? You know that also has an effect on everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
So every kind of feel that the people get in a restaurant is important to convey on the website. It's as good as possible, of course.
So I also made a website once in my life, from a different perspective, which was I have this website domain, and I seriously need this to work. And I start out with nothing else than a website system called WordPress, if anyone knows what that is.
The most known CMS system.
The most known CMS system in the entire world, and trust me, WordPress is like saying, I can't code that well, and I don't know entirely what I'm doing here, but I am trying to make the best out of the situation and get the best result quickest possible. and then you update the system or the theme to a newer one, and everything just. I have a picture here. I was working on my website yesterday, and I can show you guys what it is. But imagine that the background, which was supposed to be gradiented, is just entirely white right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's not what you wanted.
That's what's not what I wanted. So things can go seriously wrong really quickly if you're using a CMS system.
Yeah.
You can use. It's so easy actually. There's a whole bunch of different courses you can take where it explains everything to you, and you do them step by step to learn to make these pages with programs like that one.
Yes, but the problem is that Philip is saying that when he hands over the website to Petronopoli, he still has some of the maintenance rights on the website, and if something needs to be changed.
Yeah, he's the creator,
yes.
So of course he does.
Yes.
Well, I am the other guys, but I'm the primary coder.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we are all equal, Rivers.
I'm the primary coder on this website for this live action roleplay, and most of the new design is made by Emilie. Hi, Emilie. Hey. And the problem is that when I hand over this website, even Emilie should be able to code in it without knowing any codes, which makes this task more difficult, and therefore you need to use an CMS system or just reinstall the entire website and hope that you doesn't lose too much.
And you don't lose.
Hope that you don't lose too much, because you will lose stuff.
Well, if you reinstall the entire website, what do you mean by reinstalling it?
If you're
downloading the WordPress package and
just
starting from scratch?
Or if you're just downloading the theme, mostly is the theme I tangled with. But if you have some problem with something else that I tangled with, you actually might need to, and this is serious, download a new WordPress package, install it from scratch, and start from there in a new WordPress CMS system without having anything from the old one. So much stuff have I tangled with.
If you completely fuck it up, yeah.
No, I did not fuck it up.
No, but I'm just saying, why start from scratch?
If something changes, like if I have a list of menus which I want to update, and I want them to be updated right here, right now, and you were my creator of the website, I would not like to actually should call you every time I update my menu list. I actually would like to be able to just update them by myself, or if something like a sign up is open or closed, I would like to be able to open and close that sign up without calling the coder of the website and saying, it's that time of the month again, will you please open the sign up? So therefore, making a website on a CMS system is just easier to hand over to everybody. So everybody can open the sign up, everybody can change the menu list, everybody can, if it was a restaurant or if it's a live action roleplay, everybody can go in and write new rules or write new game masters or things like that. It's easier if you're using a CMS system.
That's why using WordPress is a good idea for the most part if the customer wants to change some things themselves.
Yes.
But our customer does not want to change it because he's not that tech savvy, and that's fine, really.
That's also fine.
Which is why we are not going to use WordPress. We're going to use a base called Skeleton, which is really a platform for making a responsive website so that it can also go on the mobile. And Skeleton is the program, or not a program, but a platform. It's funny about the name because it really is just a skeleton for a website. So it's a kind of a play on words.
I have a really quick question.
Yes.
When did we start recording?
We
Yeah.
start recording like 40 minutes ago. If you're really curious, we started recording 40 minutes ago, but we started streaming like 20 minutes ago. Why?
No, it's just keeping an eye on time.
Okay.
I'm keeping up with time here. We only have used 20 minutes. Have 10 more to spare. Only talking about websites. No, what I was saying was just that if you're creating a website in CMS system, would actually be better, so I can hand it over to the red-haired girl under me, and saying, now you do it, and then
In
I
your
can leave.
situation, it is better because handing over a CMS system like WordPress is just easier for non-tech savvy people.
Yes.
Because if not, you just really need an experienced coder.
Yes.
And a lot of comments in the code.
And even I made a really heavy code in which I should not have updated yesterday, but
what, the CSS of it?
Mostly the CSS, but the theme.
Yeah, that's like the only coding that you really do on WordPress if you want to, but it's not really needed.
Mostly. I'm also programming in PHP because there's some things in which the theme we're using, there's something in the theme we don't want, so I'm just going in and deleting them and going in and find some things in the PHP which I'll say, I need this website to only be this wide and only be this tall.
Yeah, so you're optimizing it by throwing out some things that you don't need.
Yes. And they're very optimizing the code, so it's easier to load. But the most of the new design is actually made by Emilie.
Mm-hmm.
And what was your thoughts when I told you should design a logo for the website and our Facebook?
My thoughts, in the beginning, because it was to a live action roleplay, I was thinking about something in from the fantasy world, because it's a fantasy roleplay. So
I'll have a picture.
I began googling something about swords and staffs, because I have something in my head and just need to get it out and actually draw something on my phone in the beginning. That didn't look so good, so I will not show that.
We all start somewhere.
Just making notes, really, so that's good.
We all start somewhere. And when I say that, I'm not saying that you're starting on a lower level. We all start somewhere. One of my best songs was actually recorded on the phone first time.
You could also say every project has a start.
Yeah, every project has a start.
Basically what?
Yes. But, go on, Emilie.
Yeah. Then I start making some sketch on the computer, and it actually didn't take really long before I just it just was there.
So it didn't take real long before it was there, but it still took you.
It's just a little hard to explain how I did it. It just did it.
You just did it.
Yeah, just did it.
Can I get it up here? Yeah. So for you, it's hard to explain how you made the website, but you just or the logo. You just made it.
It's more.
So basically, you had your thoughts about the role-playing aspect of it and the fantasy aspect.
Yeah.
And then you had some ideas about how could I place things, and you made some notes on your telephone, some scribbles, and then you just created your idea.
Yeah, I got some little note program I have on the phone I could draw, so I was sitting drawing there and just start coming to what it is now.
So some thoughts and then some color things. Okay.
First thoughts, then action.
Ingo, you look like you wants to say something. I don't know what she is about to say, but she really looks like she wants to say something.
Yeah, she wants to say something, but she cannot do it.
I am not allowed.
Not say anything at all.
You don't
Just
know
say
what
it,
to say.
girl.
My back hurts.
Back hurts.
I have a thing, you know.
Yes.
My back isn't always sit like it's supposed to. It can like sit a little to the side or pop out of place, and it's popped, and I can't get it back.
So you should really exercise some more. It's really healthy
Exercise more. Yeah,
It's
I should.
really healthy just to exercise sometimes and
Yeah, I have to do those
get
things.
outside.
I hate it. It hurts.
Are you crying because you don't like to move your body?
I'm crying because I hate to move.
Yeah, like when I go running, my right shin hurts because I broke it when I was 3.
Oh.
When you go running, your right shin hurts.
Yeah,
because
when I go running, because I do that sometimes.
you're running with your legs, your chin starts hurting.
Yes.
No,
That
my
can
shin.
happen.
Oh,
Skinny bean.
it's
Oh.
skinny bean.
Oh,
I thought you said like
Chin.
chin.
Yeah,
Doesn't make
chin,
no
chin,
sense.
chin and cheeks.
Broke your
Okay, chin, chin and cheeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good enough, guys.
We got that sorted.
Now
I
we got
don't
that
go-
sorted.
I don't go running because I can't breathe probably. I go walking, long walks,
Me
and I do
too.
these exercise programs at home.
That's nice.
So you are more the person that are more going on the walk and talk instead.
Yeah, or go bicycling. I can't really run. It hurts.
Bicycling. That sounds really, really dangerous.
Well,
And
it's
you're
also
afraid of
public
being-
traffic.
Get-
Getting trapped somewhere.
Ain't you afraid of being hit
I
by a
usually-
car?
I usually forget my glasses, so actually I'm the one that's dangerous. I haven't really worn them in the podcast, but I actually wear glasses when I go anywhere because I'm nearsighted, so I can't see very far.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm nearsighted too.
but you don't really need to see so far when you're sitting in front of a computer screen.
Yeah, and I'm not used to using them when I have things close to me yet because I got them like 2 years ago, and I'm still just not used to having them on when I'm sitting on the computer yet.
Also, and this is a fact, it's also unhealthy for you to have your glasses on all the time. Like when we are sitting here in front of our computers and looking at them, and
Yeah.
if we are nearsighted, it's actually more healthy for us to just take them off, put them somewhere, and just live with what you get. Because the difference is not that bad unless you are really heavily nearsighted and seriously need them just to see this far. This far, okay.
Well,
Maybe
But-
this far.
This far.
Maybe
but still,
20 centimeters over to the computer and not see
Yes.
anything.
3 meters away from me, everything starts to be really, really blurry. If that helps.
yes. But if you're not sitting 3 meters away from your computer,
like
then it's
this,
more healthy to just not wear
like-
glasses. Because say
Yeah.
the glasses
It-
and the screen and the glasses and your
Well, alright,
eyes.
do you
and
want
now
the real
broken.
explanation?
Yes, give me an
When you're
explanation.
nearsighted,
Yes.
your eyes, as far as I remember, you look. It's either too far. Your vision point is too far behind or too long inside. If this is your eyeball, then you have a nerve. A nerve samling.
Connected.
Samling.
Collection of nerves. And
A collection of
That's
nerves
not
right here
right.
that's supposed to capture what you see, and then your vision point is supposed to be right on these nerves. But when you're nearsighted, it's either too far inside the eye or outside. I can't remember when the difference between nearsighted and farsighted. One is it's too short and the other is too long. What the glasses do is they make your vision point perfect here, but then when you see far away, it's here. When you pick up a book, it would either move forward, back, or forth again, and it wouldn't really help anymore.
Because your
Yeah.
eyes are adjusting to the adjustment,
Yeah,
and then kind of making a chain reaction.
But still, it's what? Am I still the only one who can hear the music in my background?
Yeah,
Yes, you are.
Well, I can hear the music in my background.
Okay, but
that's different.
I'm talking about it's really frustrating for me because my neighbors are playing loudly music, and I can just almost hear it through the headphones and through the microphone. But as long as you not can hear it, I'm happy.
Well, I can't.
I think
I'm
that's
I can't
used that.
I think that your noise is just worse than my music, and then oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Actually, I want to tell you a story. I went lobbing like 2 days ago.
You did. Oh, I knew
That's-
that.
What
Did
is
you?
lapping?
What is lobbing? Live action roll. What?
Thing.
Are you joking?
Oh, that sounds dangerous.
Yes, it is
Live
actually
action training
dangerous.
project. You go with your water and you sprinkle it on everyone.
This is a
Is that
sprinkling
lobbing?
project.
Live action raining project. Just
Yes,
Live
yes,
action
okay.
training.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sounds so fun.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
No.
Maybe I think that we should
Yes.
your only podcast
It's
you
like
me
a
from
warfare,
now on.
but just bigger.
My co-host is just hating me. I would actually want to change it to go. Okay, seriously.
This live action roleplay. What happened?
This live action roleplay, it actually it is dangerous. We actually had 2 kids, which actually had two really hardcore damages. And one of them, he walked or ran in the forest. Or actually, he fled from us, and then he stepped wrong, and his foot just went like from this to this. Okay.
But that could happen for anyone, so it's...
So no, yes, that could happen for everyone. But now the little boy on 9 year couldn't walk all the way from where he were and to where he could get help. So I actually needed to carry him like 500 meters uphill a road to actually get him to some help. Which actually just hurted my back really, really badly. But
it could have gone wrong with his foot
it could have
if he
gone
should
more
walk
wrong.
all the way. It could have gotten worse than it already was, so... maybe your back hurts now, but...
Yes, maybe my back hurts and
Yeah.
maybe I am not able to walk the rest of my life, but at least he actually is able to walk next month.
He's younger than
Yes.
you, so it's fine.
It's fine. The problem was actually because of the damage he actually got. Some of his friends actually tried to help him up and help him to walk home, and I said no. Just sit down. I'm going to carry you all this freaking way, even though that I know that I will come to regret this decision. After just picking him up and carrying him all the way with his friends walking around me, and I said, guys, would you please not follow me? This is embarrassing enough for me. But what happened to a live action roleplay? Because live action roleplay is you have some factions or some adventures or something like that. Some characters in play.
Kill some bitches.
And they are experiencing a story of some sort in which some leaders or some game masters or such is making for them. And the thing is that to that live I was to, we actually had a Chaos War, which means that you have some Vikings against some Celtic people, against some Templars, against some outlaws. Yes, outlaws. And they imagine that you say to those factions, which is 4 schools full of kids, now you're against each other, and this is a latex weapon, and now you can hit each other with it. And every time you hit one, person you give 1 damage and everybody has 6 HP. Go have fun. And yes, there will be hurt people. But we only have 2.
blood.
There will be blood. But we only have 2 kids which actually was damaged.
It was not in combat.
And that was actually fleeing from me while I was running after them.
So you're
Screaming.
the problem. Okay.
Yeah, so I was the problem apparently.
Tell us something we didn't know.
Also, if you knew latex weapons, just to give you a picture. Give me a second. I hate. I actually happen to have a latex weapon in here for some reason, but a latex weapon is like this. I just happen to have a lot of stuff in here.
Yes, you have.
A latex weapon is a weapon which has a core made of some hard material, and then you have some foam, and then you have some latex and paint and silicone over the foam. And a latex weapon is just made to be secured, but is sometimes really hard. There's also another type of latex weapon, which is not this type, and they are called camisole weapons. They are actually what?
I have one.
You have one.
1 second.
They are actually made in one piece instead of you take a hard core and put some foam on it and put some latex on it. You take a hard core and dip it into a form, and then you just on the rubber, and it's actually rubber weapons. The difference is that you can take this weapon, you have gaming ghoul, and you can just do this with it. I can't do. You can just, yes. What she is doing with her weapon, I can't do with this one.
No.
But I was using a camisole weapon, which means that I used a harder weapon to actually run after a little kid who's actually fell and broke his foot. Okay.
This is actually really good to hit people with because it's a little bit harder. So
it's a little bit harder. A little
It's
bit
more
harder.
exciting to watch.
Are you?
it's more
It's
fun
not
to
a
hit people.
little bit harder. It's a lot harder. This is a dual weapon, not a combat weapon. Okay, you're meant to duel with it.
It's a combat weapon. It's like a.
No, it's a dual weapon. You're not meant to hit people with it.
Too bad.
People will be damaged if you does. People
Well,
can
it's
break arms and
small,
legs.
So duh.
When I was like 16 or so, a guy called Ole actually broke a camisole weapon over my back.
Oh, that hurt. God, that hurt.
And that was to a live action role play for kids, he did that.
I have never actually used this one when there were kids, just to be fair.
And after he
I
broke it,
also
he
think that
actually
was very
told me that
decision.
he wanted me to pay for it because now I have apparently broken his weapon with my oh so hard back. my spine actually broke his weapon.
Oh, your heart crack.
Mm.
I have a heart
But,
crack.
but once I got an arrow in
Shut up.
Because you could have gained a lot of damage by that and maybe end up the hospital.
I could actually have ended up on the hospital for all my
This is a
injuries.
cool heart crack.
Yes, this isn't hard back. So he could have injured me so much that actually I went to the hospital, but I just laid there for like 3 minutes or so until the orcs actually picked me up and took me back to base and asked me, "Are you okay? He broke his weapon over your back." Like, no, I'm not.
You're not supposed to hit people with these, but then there's
You're
like
not supposed to hit
laughing
people with these.
grown-ups, where it's just about hurting people.
But you're supposed to hit people with these, which is a difference. This is a company called Palatoki. I don't think they exist anymore, and for a good reason.
I know that the Epic
It's
Armor
not
is
more-
the one that are producing latex weapon here in Denmark.
Deuces.
Deuces,
I
no,
Deuces.
grammar now.
Camisole also.
There.
There's Epic Armory and Camisole, which is the two Danish manufacturers of live action roleplay weapons. or
There's like
latex weapons.
this
Right.
But
Lolpi
the difference is
fantasy
that-
store in Aalborg. That's where I got this one.
Yes.
It's really worn down. I taped it together.
A sheet follow.
Sheet follow.
I don't know what a sheet follow is, but thank you if you followed.
I don't know either.
Yay!
Sheet follow is that like a bad follower, like a shitty follower, or
No.
I have no idea what you're saying right
They
now.
follow you. Wait,
I think that he's just said that he followed me, but thank you if you did.
I think it's when people follow you, but they kind of demand things of you, so they will unfollow you if you don't do what they actually ask.
Okay, this is a podcast, a Twitch channel. If you didn't knew, we are mostly only doing podcasts here. So if you're following us, thank you. But do not expect anything else than this guy and this girl doing crazy stuff here and a guest down there.
But if you ask real nicely, I'll hit all 3 with this one.
Yes, if you ask really nicely, we will get hit by a weapon you're not supposed to hit people
really nicely, because it's going to cost a lot for her to travel all the way to us.
You still need to catch me if you want to with that sort.
So,
What in 2nd floor?
hello and welcome to the continuation of the podcast. I don't know how far I actually went my stream and recording, but hopefully it was far enough for us to actually get some of my last sentences out. My computer just went totally blue screen of death, so yeah, beautiful. And we have 20 minutes left for just continuation of the podcast. For Christ's sake.
Video.
No, just let it work, okay? I'm really sorry for the blue screen of death. It's something that can happen when you're having an SSD as a hard drive instead of a normal HDD. Because SSD has back sectors, but the system can't see that there's those back sectors. And when you're actually defragmenting your hard drive, defragmenting your hard drive.
Defragmenting.
Yeah, fragmenting. When you're doing that, the problem comes that you can't defrag a SSD. So all the sectors will always be the sectors will always be the same unless you actually format your drive and then afterwards install again. And I don't want to reinstall every 3 months just because I have some bad sectors in my drive and I don't know which. But I should actually get some security on and some maintenance. But I think it's going to be next life or so. So, what have all our guys have been? What have you guys been up to the last week?
The last week?
Yes. Besides from what we were talking about. Besides from I went LARPing and Philip made a website. And what did you do the last week? You have been making a logo for me the last few months.
Yes.
Yes. Tell me, you're a singer.
Yeah, I have been to 2 different tests, piano test and solo song test. And then I am going to a really important exam for piano.
Yes.
Level 4. Here on Wednesday.
Yes. That sounds really exciting. A piano test. How did you?
It's exam.
Exam. How did you? You had a exam Monday, right?
It was not really an exam. It was more just to practice, so I could get all ready to the exam I have here on Wednesday.
So how did it go?
How did it go? I think it was pretty game time.
It went
It's
really
really
good.
hard to tell sometimes.
Do you think that you're good enough to actually complete the exam?
I think so.
Of course she is.
Of course he is. Now you're just petting it out like, hey, evil
Do you
genius.
really think you are?
Do you really think that you're good enough to be a part of this piano community? Of course she is good enough. Master, of course she is.
Did you just?
I love the thing.
What?
What Lolpi is saying right now is notice me, senpai.
Go to hell. Well, I'm the senpai here.
You're the
all
senpai.
the kohais.
Okay. But gaming ghoul,
Gaming ghoul! Find
What's-
the death note!
find the death note and tell me. But also, tell me. No. What did you do? But also tell me, what did you do in the last week that was so important that you cannot stop yourself from telling us about it?
I
Adams,
had my last school day. In
you have your last
Wednesday.
school day.
Yeah.
You know, last school day where you throw marshmallows and the
No,
caramels and big
last
buns.
school day,
Caramel.
as in I started my study period so I can get ready for my exams in English and physics.
Yes.
And I had like a test
And you had a
Friday.
test. Friday.
Bad test. Stupid test. I didn't agree with that test.
You didn't agree with that test, and I understand that. I don't understand why we are testing people for how good they are at writing a dead language.
Dead language.
A dead language, yes. I don't understand why we should test people to see if they are able to write in a dead language. Which
You
is,
mean Latin?
No, I mean Danish.
Danish isn't dead.
No, Latin is a
Not
dead
yet.
language. Danish is
Yeah,
not
but
dead.
Danish
Danish
isn't
is
dead.
one
It's
of the
still
hardest
active.
language to learn, actually. So,
Yeah, but well, it depends on where you're from.
yeah, of course.
Have you thought about why this podcast
Chinese is actually one of the hardest because of
Yeah.
trouble with or Mandarin, you would say, because there's like a trillion different kinds of Chinese.
Yes.
But it's with the pronunciation, it's extremely difficult. You know, the lines over the
Yes.
words
Yes.
is that pronunciation part, bitch.
So the lines over.
Yeah,
the-
you can like have an A, and then you can have like a
Yes.
line that goes like that, and then you pronounce that in one way, and then you can like have one that's just a flat line, and you pronounce it in one way, and you can have one that goes that way, and it's third way, and you can have nothing over it, and it's a fourth way,
That sounds
and
actually
all
kind of
depending if
stupid.
you have one of those, the
I'm
word
not
can
to be-
differ to different words
Not
in
to be
Chinese.
racist here, but that sounds actually kind of stupid.
It
we
makes
do-
really good
we do
sense
that
because
same thing.
it actually makes really good sense, you know, when you grew up with it and you learn it there, but for us it's extremely difficult because we're not used to it, but it makes exceptionally good sense
So,
according to how many letters
What?
they have words. It's just when they
sorry,
translate.
sorry. I have to just mute my own microphone for a short period of time. Keep on talking.
Okay.
Keep on talking. Alright.
Okay, what was you saying, Gaming Ghoul?
Angel?
Okay.
Angel? But
What? Angel? I don't follow.
you don't follow.
I
Alright.
think I forgot something.
Who's Angel? What is going on?
I don't know.
Who is Angel?
I don't know.
Oh, in here?
Hello and welcome back to
What are you talking
Lolpi.
about?
Oh, what? Hi.
Not I don't
Um,
know who Angel is.
Who's Angel?
We don't know.
I mean,
What-
there's the angel character from Lilo and Stitch, and there's the angel
Yes, but
Terrell
there's
from
no
the
angel in here.
There's Angel from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
So why are you talking about angels?
What?
I don't
I think
Because-
it's in on the Twitch.
I came back and then you were talking about
Twitch?
angels on Twitch. There's no angel on Twitch. As far as I can see,
Well, I'm on there, so
as far as I can see on my Twitch previews, I can't see anybody in this channel called Angel. So who's Angel?
that's what we don't know.
You don't know who Angel is, but Angel isn't in the chat, isn't on the channel.
But we're trying to find out who it is.
You're trying to find out who it is. Okay, so to find out who Angel is, you go to www.twitch.tv/angel, and then you can see who Angel is, if Angel exists.
Dot dot dot. Sorry.
And if Angel doesn't exist, then you know that isn't anyone called Angel on Twitch,
Then
and
you're fucked.
everything is fine.
But if you go to Wikipedia
Yes,
and you search Angel,
yeah,
you get a lot of results.
yeah,
And if you go to YouTube
yes.
and you search Angel, you will find multiple accounts.
But if you go to Twitch and search Angel,
But
and
who's
now
the real
she's
angel,
doing it.
And what does that mean? What does it mean to us, and what does it mean to you? Find out in the next episode of.
Find out in the next episode of Welcome to the Podcast, where we will talk about
There
angels.
is-
Apparently.
There is a character in here called Angel.
A count, okay?
An account in here. A character.
I want.
So
another title for this
you're
episode.
saying that
Called
Angel is
ADHD, all right?
Angel is on Twitch.
Angel is on Twitch, fine. And what does Angel do on Twitch?
I don't know.
You don't know what Angel does
I
on
didn't-
Twitch.
I didn't check it out. I just
Okay.
found the account.
Actually, saying Twitch account names. Actually, there was a day where I was streaming Faster Than Light, and I saw
So
yes, I saw a account called Michael Iplol, Michael underscore IP lol, and yes,
IP
lol.
lol.
Yes. Of course, I banned that account, so the guy couldn't write in my Twitch chat. But people are actually making fake Twitch accounts just to annoy streamers around in the world. And why would they do that? Why would you make a fake Twitch account, go to a channel, and say, "Hey, now I'm here, yay! I'm Michael Iplol." Like nobody will ever find out that this is a fake account. What about the guy called Michael Lolpi, in which channel you are? Don't you think that that guy would actually see, oh, this is a troll, maybe I should just block him straight away and get on with my life?
Yeah, or it's what you call a fan, and you just destroyed every possibility.
No, because
you could have.
there was a
Yeah.
totally troll day. The guy who actually made that account, he came back with more of them and just kept on saying pew 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 pew. And yeah, if you want to get banned on my Twitch chat, just keep on saying pew, like like a blaster from Star Wars, or keep on talking about Star Wars, and then you will, of course.
We
Automatically,
talked about Star Wars in one of the episodes, or was
Yeah,
it Star Trek?
but you know, Lolpi, he's a Star Trek fan.
but
Can't
also
you enjoy both? Can't we all just be friends?
no.
No? Oh.
And remember, and this is seriously, remember there is rule number 292, which is there is no rule about moderating. Enjoy your ban. Do not talk about Star Wars in my Twitch chat. There are no rules for moderating.
Seriously.
Yes?
So strict.
So
I'm
strict.
seeing on Twitter watching that. Only 3 people watching right now. Before there was 5, 2. Just want to see.
Oh my god. so yes.
I'm gonna talk strictly about Star.
Okay, you're going to only talk about Star Wars
In the
next
chat.
week
In the chat.
and in the chat. next week.
No, in the the chat on the side, I'm just gonna be writing about Star Wars.
Only writing about
Just do
Star Wars.
that.
It's like random
Philip,
facts.
remember there is no rule about modding. If you're banning somebody, I can't unban them. I'm just saying.
These are droids you're looking for.
It's just too bad.
These aren't the droid you're looking for. The princess is in another castle. No, the princess is on another Death Star. Okay, guys, we have 5 minutes left or so.
So.
Maybe.
Let's see
Whatever you
Pink like
like.
a unicorn.
So, Charlie. Let's talk about unicorns in those 5 minutes. Or, Emilie, unicorns. Tell us about them.
They're magical creatures with a horn.
Magical.
It's a horse.
I actually drew a unicorn in the start of this week. And I was actually thinking about maybe applying it to a unicorn community. What was the name?
Now stop! It's not a unicorn community. It's
A brony
pony community for bronies and Pegasus.
Okay,
Pony Square.
but I was just thinking about applying a unicorn picture to it and be part of that roleplay. But apparently Emilie doesn't like it. I don't understand why. It could be because I'm really bad at drawing, but we all start somewhere. And you know, guys, that starting somewhere is just important when you're starting on something. So here is the beautiful picture of my unicorn, and I don't know what is wrong
when
here.
I was just watching your face, I was just thinking that you were drawing some giant genitals.
Yes,
And guess
but,
what
but,
you
but this is a unicorn, and
Lolpi, when you're putting this on YouTube, put a link so they can get.
you know, I'm going to censor it.
This if they cannot.
If you remember, every time something really inappropriate happens on this podcast, I'm going to censor it, and I'm going to know that I have to do it. I'm going to sit tomorrow and say, oh my god, I'm tired. Oh my god, I have to censor this. Oh my god, render times. So yes,
You can use your pancake if you want to censor something.
yes, but if you
censorship in America.
but if you want to actually be a part of a brony community, but ain't good at the painting bronies, Emilie would actually maybe like to paint some for you on her, and she actually have an entire Facebook for all her brony stuff.
It's not only brony. I actually made a Pokemon for a squirrel for a friend to ask for, so I can draw a lot of things.
So for
Yes,
all
that's
her
right.
drawings.
But
You also
not inappropriate drawings.
but not inappropriate drawings, apparently.
I was
I'll have to be back.
actually.
No, we're only going to wrap up.
I don't want to say here, then you're not going to know it. I will tell it to the other in the chat after we're done here. So.
Yes. But the URL for her actually for her brony site will be on the bottom of this YouTube video if you're watching on YouTube.
Not only
Or
bronies.
else I will
Leave the YouTube video.
beneath below the YouTube video. Don't start that discussion now, okay? It's
That's the problem.
below in the YouTube video if you're watching on YouTube. Else I will post the links in the chat. Philip left us. He's only my designer, so he doesn't have anything to tell us about himself. But Gaming Ghoul, are you still secret on the internet, or can I start to talk about you?
If you can find me different places with just the name Gaming Ghoul, either with just the L or with an E on the end. If you find me, then fair, but if you don't, too bad.
But if you want to follow her on Tumblr, I will also put a link in the description below a YouTube video which is about to come out this Wednesday, 18 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to put that link in.
You can put it there, but it's like, I would probably have to have like a, what's it called, warning.
Warning.
Graphic pictures.
There's there's
It's
stuff
so
on her
hard.
Tumblr. It's not PG-13, but this podcast ain't neither. So
It's
yeah,
reblog a lot of horror stuff, so it's
Yeah.
yes. But that's how that is. If you want to just
You're
follow her
so
on
dumb.
on Tumblr, you actually can, and it's totally fine with me. And Philip, you have a Twitter account, right?
I have a
And
Twitter
you are
account.
posting absolutely
Oh,
nothing, and you're nothing, and that is absolutely fine with me. Just as long as you're just posting absolutely nothing. But when you're posting,
I
what
had
are
an
you?
idea the other day, but
Yes.
then I kind of forgot it before I did it.
Yes, that was about posting a word on Twitter. But also, his Twitter account will be in the description. And you just came back to wrap up time.
Yeah, I just really had to take a piss. So.
You just really had to take a piss and you couldn't wait those
Nice.
30 seconds. So, my name is Lolpi. I have a YouTube channel in which this podcast will be on, and I am also blogging about stupid stuff. I have a Twitter account where I post stupid stuff about my hilarious life and complaining about everything. I have a Facebook in which I'm not using that much, but I have it. If you want, you can look at it, see that I'm not posting anything besides from updates on my vlog. And I have friends, and I like everything, so go follow me everywhere!
Also, I'm not-
Like always. What? And
One
Emilie,
thing to remember:
one
don't
thing,
panic.
don't panic. Emilie, you actually, we didn't tell you this, but you actually need to say the
No, I am not.
not
doing it.
not the long one.
I have to do it one time and I
No.
never do it again.
No, not the long one. You need to give us a short wrap-up line, so in which we can have until next week. A thing we can think about. Not the long one. I think that we are going to scroll out the long one because a long one is just so hilarious. So, a sentence in which we can remember until next time. Think about something beautiful you like.
no matter what, life keeps on moving.
No matter what, lives keep on moving. And remember to follow, like, comment, subscribe, share on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, Tumblr, Pinterest, Reddit, eFuck, MySpace, Vampire, Flickr, Dolphin, Fighter, Pornhub, YouPorn, Flickr, Fuckbook, Tumblr, Porn, Dick, Formsquare, LinkedIn, Vimeo, Vine, DeviantArt, and Livestream. My name is Lolpi, and farewell to the podcast.